Today I want to show you what Rectoseal has done with their safety switch line. A lot of you are familiar with it. It's the SS1 inline float switch, the SS2 model that goes on the auxiliary outlet of the primary pan, and also the SS3 that attaches to the auxiliary pan or safety pan. So let's take a look at the SS1. The new SS1 is much smaller than the old SS1. This generation of SS1, you can see it's a different look. It's smaller. Again, it's still easy to glue into the drain line in the primary line, and you can mount it horizontally or up to an angle of 45 degrees. And let's show you what's a little bit different about this. This new SS1 here has a top cover that holds the float switch inside of it. And it's held in place by these two cams on top. And you can see these two finger cams that hold the top cover securely in place. And the switch inside here, I'm going to show you how you can adjust that. It comes preset from the factory, but if you wanted to adjust the sensitivity, it's easy to do. I'm going to show you how. So right now, if you take these cams, it has a lock and unlock symbol on it, makes it very easy. The flow can go in either direction, doesn't matter. It's always wide open underneath. And let's go ahead and unlock the two cams, and you'll see the top cover comes off along with the float switch. Once you take this off, you can actually see right inside the device, and you're looking inside the drain line. And you can see this float switch comes set down to the bottom of the device, so it's sensitive enough to, just like the old SS1, the same position. But if you want to go ahead and adjust it, it uses a ratchet system where you can push down to ratchet it down to make it even more sensitive, or you can pull up on it and ratchet it up or down where you want. Once you have that adjusted to where you want, again, you could just put the top cover on like this, lock the cams in place, and you're all set. Let me show you something about this. What we did here, on the inside of the device, there's a little mound inside on the bottom. And what that is designed for is so that when the float switch stem touches that mound, it keeps it off the bottom. So if any algae should grow along the bottom or any debris gets in the bottom, it won't be touching anywhere near the float. The float will be raised off the bottom. So you always have a flow. In other words, if this is not serviced enough and it gets a little debris on the bottom or a little algae forming on the bottom, it's not enough in there to affect the float. It won't touch the float. So we covered that point with it. So we made sure that no algae can grow along the bottom and affect the float in any way. Another beautiful thing about this device is the new code states, drain line maintenance code states that you have to have a device in the drain line that permits clearing the blockages and performance of maintenance without cutting the line. Once you glue this device in line, not only do you have the float switch, you also have this adapter. Each float switch comes with this adapter, and I'm going to show you right now. It fits right into the device. There's two grooves on either side. It slides right in and gives you an airtight seal. Now you could go ahead and you can use, Rectoseal has the line shot out, which is a CO2 gun with a cartridge in it, and a cone-shaped rubber piece that fits right in here, allows you to blow it out. You can use a mighty pump on it, or the AC drain pump, foot pump that attaches to this. Any method you want to clear that drain line. And you could also turn it around and go this way if you want to vacuum out that line or flush out a little bit in here, going back and making sure this nipple here is clear at all times. Again, once you pull this out, you're going to go ahead, reattach your top cover, close the cams, and the adapter also fits right on top, so you can leave it in place. And again, that's the new SS1. The SS2 was changed also. This is the new SS2. Comes with the threaded adapter to thread into the auxiliary port of the primary pan. And now you can see also same type of top cover using the cams, which open, allows you to pull the float switch out, see directly into the device If you want to pour in new line drain cleaner or any other cleaner you want to put in there, you can. And that sits right here. And again, we have the same ratcheting system where if you want to increase or decrease the sensitivity, you simply ratchet it up or down, and you can adjust it any way you want there. But again, it comes pre-adjusted from the factory at the lowest setting, which is the most sensitive. And then you just go ahead and lock it and you're all set there. Again, so now we have the SS1, we have the SS2, and finally the new SS3. This one's great. Here's the SS3. It's a small design, it's narrow, it's tight, fit in tight spaces, used for the auxiliary drain pan. Even fits inside the unit on a lot of units on the drain pan if you need to use it for that. Again, you can ratchet it up or down to adjust it, and it comes with a thumb screw that allows you to lock it on the side of the pan. So just like this, if I put it right here, I can lock it right onto the side of the pan, and now it's sturdy. I don't have to tape it, I don't have to bang it on. It's simple, I lock it on. Even on a 2-inch pan, once I lock it onto the side, all I have to do now is push this down, it'll sit right at the bottom of the pan. So I don't need to fill this pan up maybe 1/4 of an inch with water, and I'm gonna shut the unit off. So again, this is the new SS3. There's no rusting, it's easy to lock on, you push down the float, it's simple. So again, the new safety switch line model SS1, SS2, and SS3. You're gonna love these products. A lot of thought has gone into them, and we're just keeping up with the times and making sure that guys out in the field have easy products to install and reliable products that they can count on. And that's it. This new safety switch, 3rd generation, generation 3, SS1, SS2, and SS3.